During this month's Nintendo Indie World, we were given a look at WayForward's River City Girls 2. It's the follow-up to 2019's River City Girls, and it deserves a spot on your wish list. The River City Girls series, now that there's 2 games, is actually a follow-up to River City Ransom from the Nintendo. Looking back on River City Ransom, it was a bit ahead of its time, and it's really cool to see River City Girls carry on its legacy. But we're talking about the present, although we will dip into the past throughout this video.
I've been in high school for 7 years! Ain't nobody smarter at school stuff than Masuzu!
If it's anything like the first game, River City Girls 2 is going to have tight controls, a unique character progression system, an open world to explore, and a lot of characters to play as. In the first River City Girls, you started with 2 characters unlocked by default, and 4 that you can unlock in total. In this game, there's going to be 6 characters you can play as, the first 4 that you had from the first game, and 2 new ones. In this arcade-style brawler, every character has their own moveset, their own strengths and weaknesses, and each of them are bursting with, well, character. River City Girls also features a pixel-perfect art style with a really catchy soundtrack. This game's presentation leans heavily on arcade-style art, and it really nails it. There's big fonts, there's dramatic cutscenes, and there are great boss fights. As a matter of fact, this game reminds me so much of the arcades that I feel like I would lose $10 in quarters just trying to fight one boss. The game's not unfair, but it is an arcade-style brawler, so there are things about it that make it fun and also difficult. In River City Girls, there was a fully explorable city. There was even a bus system that took you back and forth like fast travel. Even River City Ransom had a fully explorable city. This was a feature that made it stand out from other brawlers at the time. Instead of going from level 1 to level 2, you go between areas and you find shops to upgrade your skills and heal your health on the way to your next fight. You're literally in a city in River City Ransom, River City Girls, and subsequently River City Girls 2, which features an even bigger city than the first River City Girls game. The reason this stands out to me is because brawlers aren't really known for having places to explore. You're usually just fighting everything. But River City Girls has secrets you can find on the world map that you could miss if you're not looking for them. So after you have a bunch of fights, you make a bunch of money because apparently everybody's a paid boxer in River City Girls, and you bring that money to stores, you get yourself some new moves to use, you get yourself some new equipment. This game is basically a brawler RPG. We're talking about River City Girls 2 as if it's out already, and that's because it looks so similar to River City Girls 1 that I'm pretty certain it's just going to be a great follow-up to an already great game. We'll see if it holds up to that, but in the meantime, you should totally play River City Girls. On top of all of the reasons that I listed, the game also has local co-op. It's a very fun game to play with your friends. You can play up to 2 players on a couch. And in River City Girls 2, we're getting online co-op, which was a much sought-after feature in the first game. And since summer 2022 is so far away from when we're recording this, you can play River City Girls, get your hands dirty with the game, and then you'll be ready for the sequel. As soon as I finished River City Girls, I started playing the River City Ransom game on NES, and that is way harder. But again, I was quite impressed with the fact that it featured essentially an open world on a Nintendo game. I know it's not a Grand Theft Auto style open world, but this is the 80s we're talking about, and you're running around a city fighting people? Awesome. But come summer 2022, I won't need to play old games to play a new River City game. River City Girls 2 will be available on the Nintendo Switch, and I can't wait to play it. And speaking of playing games, let me know if you play River City Girls, if you're a fan of the series, or if you're going to pick it up after watching this video. I played River City Girls on my Twitch channel when I first played it, and as a matter of fact, I've been streaming there again just to kind of test the waters, and I've been enjoying it. So why don't you join me at twitch.tv/DanoMac, and we'll play other video games. Right now I'm playing Destiny 2, and I'm sure we're going to wind up playing River City Girls 2 on Twitch or on YouTube, depending on what I'm streaming on at the time. And remember, if you like this video, make sure you like the video, and if you really like this video, make sure you subscribe and share it. Those are 3 very great ways to indicate that you enjoy my content, but most of all, you watched it this far, so thank you very much for that. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.